been handed down through all of our ancestors, all the way back to the primordial fire.
This has been going on for a long time. We've been building to this point for thousands of years. And what's happening is we're going through a dimensional shift in consciousness itself. The very fabric of consciousness is going through a high-speed change.
We are about to see, about to witness, about to be a part of, we're on the cusp of humanity leaping to the next thing.
So that there's this technological support behind a spiritual unfoldment which has been going on for thousands of years.
There's a new world being birthed right in the middle of the old one that we're living in, and it's pushing out, and the old world's pushing back in, and we feel this tension, and we see that characterized by all the various systems going through a tremendous amount of turmoil and breaking down, whether that's finance or education or healthcare or government.
As we come closer to this time of this very enormous change, that the earth itself begins to change, that we see an uptick in volcanic activity, in tornadoes, in tsunamis, in extreme weather.
A lot of people having this experience of waking up and realizing, wow, you know, things need to change, and they need to change for the better. And can we come together around that?
The prophecies never say that it will happen. They say that we, the people, must make it happen. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to all of us to make that happen.
So the shift is unfolding this emerging new consciousness. We are changing as human beings. Our thoughts, our feelings, our values, our actions, our reactions, how we see ourselves and how we see each other is all changing very, very quickly, and it's headed in the right direction.
It's a moment we all need to step up and do everything that we can and step up into our full power and our full vision for how we want the world to be.
Through self-responsibility, taking action to heal and uplift oneself, that is an immediate factor in having more global unity.
All of the different prophecies from all of the different ethnic regions, all of the different societies, seem to be culminating around this time.
She said, "No, I would return someday when the people are having a hard time. I would stand upon the earth as a white buffalo calf, black nose, black eyes, black hooves." And the people said, "Oh, wash day."
Everything that ascends must converge.
Let the healer look inside your mind. Let her songs erase the time. Sacrifice upon your altar any voice of doubt you find. Ooh, 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 ooh. Broken heart is open heart. Let love take your broken heart. Broken heart is open heart. Let love take your broken heart. Carry your ancestors like a brightly woven blanket. are in another holy land. Everywhere we go, it's all holy land. And we pilgrims are the ones to know this and carry this love. For timeless souls, just one, a billion, the tavern master winks, then listens. Speak your heart, O simple pilgrim. Let devotion send your visions you. Peace seeking, traveling lovers. Have no fear to love another. Lift your song upon this bridge that spans to every holy land. Let there be love and light. We'll wander through those swinging doors where wild birds can then fly through to me and you. Where wild birds can then fly through those swinging doors to me and you. Let there be love and light. Oh, build a bridge. This is holy land. Build a prayer. It's all holy land. Build a bridge to holy lands with open hearts and healing hands, where love is simply treated clean for love and care and healing things. Oh, build a bridge, just rocks and bones and simple things that stack and hold, like memories of loving times and words that kindle and inspire. Oh, build a bridge of eagle wings, condor eggs, and fragile things, just strong enough to hold us well, so we can all still break the spell, so wild birds can then fly through those swinging doors to me and you. Let there be love and light. Oh, let there be love and light. Oh, It's all holy land through the pilgrim's eye, where every rock and tree is alive. It's all holy land 'cause we're waking up and every drop is in a sacred cup. It's all holy land. It's all holy land. Build a bridge. This is holy land. Build a bridge. It's all holy land. Build a bridge. This is holy land. Build a bridge. It's all holy land. It's all holy land. The soul has come through the jade screen to wander in this world of dreams. It's all holy land. Holy land. We're so high and there's so much love and light, and the realness is that there's healing still happening, and particularly the indigenous is still deserving our respect and acknowledgement for so many stories, and we're letting go of the stories, and the stories require love and recognition still. And our brother Good Shield Aguilar wrote this song about the bloodshed, and for knowledge and understanding and forgiveness, we share it now. Na 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 na. 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 Niña Pita Santa María, conquistadores de España, siempre quieren sangre y oro. Los villanos blancos quieren todo. En nombre de Dios, en el nombre de Dios. Na 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 na. 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 Mi corazón está en la tierra. Mi sangre rojo es en los ríos, águila para arriba en el cielo. Para luchar no tengo miedo. Diana, ya, holy Niña Pita Santa María, conquistadores de España, con el cruz de Cristo en sus manos y el más en el otro lado. En nombre de Dios, sangre, en el nombre de Dios, sangre, en el nombre de Dios, sangre, en el nombre de Dios. The song says, one day all will be forgotten. And I think it's our work to remember and forgive and work together to create what we want to have together for the greatest good of all. And this song is rather post-revolutionary, this next one. Excellent people recognizing the indigenous in all of us and our connection to the land and to the water. Spirits to the sea, hands to the rocks, ocean cave, cypress tree, living on the cliff on the edge of the world, otters in the mist. I heard, and I was soaking up the holy healing water. They called it Tucky Tucky Sun. Oh, spirit in the water. Oh. song was written in Big Sur, the central coast of California, where the giant cliffs meet the giant ocean. There lived the Esalen people, and the Esalen people roamed around this area, and they had a ceremonial space where the three waters meet. The three waters of the Big Sur River, the ocean, and the holy hot spring water that they called Taki Tak, God in the water. When the missions came and took the people and killed the people, there was an energetic window to the west that was closed. The window was closed, the ventana was closed. The Esalen people have a prophecy that the rainbow peoples of the world will come together and join their tribe and sing the songs again that will reopen the window. People of the world.
Yes, Diane Patterson. Wow, this is so beautiful. Anyway, Kimberly and Foster Gamble just got here. They're just back in a room between these two buildings here. They're going to be starting their workshop. The movie first, and then their workshop, Thrive. The patterns and the collaboration together as teams to bring in this new earth. Thank you so much. Yes, Diane, continue to love.
Thanks, buddy.
That humanity continues to grow and go further. Shadows falling around my bed, taking nothing for granted, now looking further instead. Letting go is the magical secret of catching dreams that you need to live, truly live in your skin. One by one they fall, lessons of the old world gone. Taking flight, astral travel, do distant lands, inspiration to seek the live, only live on this side. Spiral dance is the answer, and sacred dance invoke the dancers with they thus far. Run for liberation, winding their bed. Quest for freedom, sacred chant. guitar. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. In this time, shadows falling around my bed, taking nothing for granted. No, looking further instead. Letting go is the magical secret of catching dreams that you need to live, truly live in your skin. One by one they fall, lessons of their old world gone. Taking flight, astral travel to distant lands, inspiration to seek the love, love, love. Spiral dance is the answer in sacred plans, invoke the dancers who play the song. Right for liberation, winding never end, quest for freedom, sacred chant. Shadows falling around my bed, taking nothing for granted now, looking further instead. Letting go is the magical secret of catching dreams that get in the live, truly live in your skin. One by one they fall, lessons of the old world gone. Taking flight after travel, new distant lands, inspiration to seek the love, love in this life. Spiral dance is the answer in sacred plans, invoke the dancers who play the song. Winding lover red, quest for freedom, sacred chant. Letting go is the magical secret of catching dreams that get live, truly live in your skin. So grateful to all the big-hearted people holding it together here on so many levels. So much good work done, so much healing done, so many good lessons, and what a beautiful setting to learn our lessons. Give thanks that they can come gently and we're all alive and thriving and learning together. This song is for the river that just always keeps giving and flowing. It's all the nutrition and the life of the river just keeps giving and giving and giving. And sometimes we have to show up like that, right? Just flowing love continually, no matter what. Thanks. Dear, dear brothers and sisters, there's so much love coming from this music out to you. Take it in, take it in, take it in, take it in. Let the healing continue. This is Al Torrey, and I'm Diane Patterson. We have time for one more song for you. And this is a song inspired by the Dene elders, the Weavers, out of Big Mountain in northeast Arizona of the USA. They are praying for all of us, all of the time. They are praying for alternative energy so that we can stop taking the coal, the liver of the earth out of the land. They are praying for indigenous rights and respect. They are praying for the big love to circle the earth just like all of us are doing right here. Just joining up our prayers together. And they told me that when they weave the eagle feather into the rugs that they make from the wool from their sheep that they raise, that eagle feather is an antenna for our prayers. So we're lifting the antenna together for all the beautiful prayers made here for the most benevolent outcome. your bright dream come true. Standing out on the edge, balancing on the edge, when I crack like a witness, yeah. Watch your bright dream come true. Yes, this is our bright dream.
Let's give it up for Diane and Altaray. Diane Patterson, Altaray.
I'd love to talk with you, so we'll be over here.
All right, we're now sitting here with Nick Edwards, Power of the Pyramid. He's one of the speakers here and bringing this amazing technology up. There goes his flyer. But this is excellent ancient technology that's so powerful. I'll have to tell Nick about a little bit more about it. Tesla technology, but tell us about the power of the pyramid.
Well, pyramid power is the power of the life force all through the universe. The pyramid is an antenna for it. It's the oldest science on the earth. Pyramids all over the earth. The Chichen Itza pyramid here, the Egyptian pyramids were built for very special purposes. I believe they wanted to live longer. What does people want more out of life than anything else except rejuvenation, live
Absolutely.
longer, live happily. And why would they go to so much work? The most incredible, largest projects ever constructed. And we can't even duplicate them today. Yet they were built hundreds of them all over the earth. But what I did is I incorporated modern antenna technology to the pyramid shape. It's all about shape. It's all about the shape. The shape of the pyramid is a tuner to the life force. You duplicate the shape, you can make it out of cardboard, you can make it out of wood, out of stone. I make them out of antenna design out of, these are titanium archery arrows. They, I take arrows that kill and turn them into arrows that heal.
Wow.
And they're beautiful, they're anodized gold, and they're very efficient because we have tons and tons of broadcasted electrical energy like radio, TV waves, cell phones. It's all bombarded. You stick up the right type of antenna, you're going to pull out that frequency, just like your old TV antenna had a certain length of tubing for channel 2, channel 4, etc.
Wow.
This is a three-dimensional antenna built to Cheops sacred geometry, and guess what? It pulls out the life force, and the life force has rejuvenation effects.
Wow. Well, I actually sleep under a gigantic 6-foot pyramid over my bed. It took me about 2 weeks just to acclimate to the energy, because the energy was so intense. I'd wake up every hour or two and just, just feel it. It's electrifying. When I lay down at night, I could feel that current running through it. Very powerful, very healing. Tell us about some of the healing properties of sleeping under a pyramid.
I believe through our research, I'm doing research in hospitals with doctors doing videos before and afters all over the world, especially in Taiwan. We're in 5 hospitals.
Wow.
And the results are incredible. I started with oral surgeons back, that's how I met Dr. Pat Flanagan. Oral surgeons, I went to an oral surgeon in Santa Monica, and I said, you got to put the prostheses in the pyramid for a few days, and we'll see what happens, because there was 40% rejection. And you got subperiosteal blades go into the jaw, and then they secure permanent teeth to them. And if you have to get infected and tear it out, it's terrible. So we found that we had no rejection at all, and it got publicized in dozens of medical journals and newspapers and TV stuff all over the country. And then I went to the burn centers, and I make a bigger pyramid. That we use just a small 10-inch to put the prostheses in. Then we started putting the patient under a bigger pyramid. And the worst victims of all are burn victims. They have the most suffering, the hardest healing, the biggest for getting infection. And we found that they heal in 1/3 the time, 1/2 to 1/3 the time, with very little pain. And that skin has to have good energy to rejuvenate when they do the skin grafts. Then we got into burn centers all over the world, and I was part of a national TV special with CBS with Omar Sharif as the narrator, called Mysteries of the Pyramids in the mid-'80s, where we went to these doctors and we showed the before and afters.
Well, like you said, the pyramids all over the world are aligned exactly to different star systems and different geometrical shapes and different ley lines of the planet, energetic lines. So the ancients obviously knew something about this energy. Right. Now you have this sheet here, which has all different things. You have for the food. You have your 5 million volt Tesla tower. Tell us about that.
Okay, this one I invented for mass healings. It's a 5 million volt Tesla coil. It's about 10 feet tall.
Wow.
It shoots off. I'm the only one that ever married an antenna to the top of a Tesla coil. This is a pyramid antenna.
Wow.
Based on Cheops geometry. And I use a Lexan or non-conductive connector at all 5 points. And that allows a gap, a spark gap, for the lightning to discharge from the 5 points of the pyramid. And that gives you the Cheops, or the healing force, energy, big time.
Wow.
And this would heal, the 5 million volt would heal easily 1,000-foot radius in all directions.
Wow.
You just come, be there, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, your body has got rid of everything that shouldn't be in it.
This is the energy, Nick, we need out in the world. Oh, this is the energy, the free energy, 0-point energy, Tesla energy. This is what we're going for. We need to get this stuff out. So listeners, research this stuff. Tell us about some upcoming projects you're working on. You have all these projects, but what about some new developments you have going on?
My latest development is the Architron. And the Architron we have down here, it's on top of the pyramid.
I'm familiar with that. My friend David Chim has one.
Right.
Yes.
David, you know David?
Yes, he just stayed at my house for a week not too long ago.
Really?
Good friend of mine,
He stayed at my house for a while.
And when that was on and I fell asleep at night, I felt this amazing current flow through my body every night when I went to sleep.
Did you do the humming?
No.
Oh,
David, you got to come back.
Yeah, really good. Can they see the Architron?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. The Architron gives off an energy based on the biblical proportions of 3-3-5. Moses, well, let me go back to the beginning. Ark in the Bible means segment of a circle. That's why they're calling it ark. If you go back to Hebrew, you translate it properly, not through Greek. Greek, it's a vessel, a container. Ark is a segment of a sphere. And Ezekiel talked about one on a spaceship he saw landing in front of him. He called it the wheel within a wheel. And that's exactly a description of this. It's 6 intersecting circles, which creates a sphere made out of pentagons and triangles. And everywhere you look, you'll see a 3-3-5. There's 2 triangles on each point of each pentagon. Each pentagon is touching another point of a pentagon.
Wow.
Technically, it's called an icosahedron. But that doesn't mean much to even me or anyone else. But I call it the Architron. And I believe Moses carried his 60, it's made up of 60 arc pieces and 30 connectors. Janet, bring one of the arc pieces over. And the big one is 42 inches in diameter. This is a small portable model, which is 7 inches in diameter. It's copper bands that have been gold plated and welded together. And it's designed, like Tesla said, it's a transmitter to the higher angels.
There you go. That's a piece of it.
One piece of the bigger 42-inch Architron. And I designed it with different acrylic mirrors, so you could make it red, purple, orange, green. I have 9 colors available. And the arc tube itself comes in gold or in the platinum color. Feel the weight of that. This is titanium. It weighs...
Oh my goodness, there's nothing.
The whole 42-inch Arcatron weighs 6 pounds.
Wow.
And for healing centers, the angels come and heal people. You can command with it. It's all about commanding.
In fact, when David Chim was over the house, he hooked up one of his machines where he could take the resonance of a blade of grass or crystals, and we hooked it up to it and pumped out that frequency, and that was quite amazing.
Oh yeah, it's crazy what it can do. It was called the most powerful device of the ancient world.
Wow.
And I believe I've recreated it.
Does this have anything to do with the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah, it is the Ark of the Covenant.
There you go.
Now, so you know what that means. It's the Ark of the Deal. Covenant means deal. Moses was the first person ever to make a deal with his God. He made a covenant to get the Arcatron or get the Ark. And he had to follow the 10 Commandments to get it. That was the deal. And I believe he carried his 60 arcs and 30 connectors inside that box.
Wow.
The box was not the ark. Arc means segment of a circle. And he carried these. And when he went out getting his people out of Egypt, set it up, contacted the angels, come down here and part the Red Sea. I command the angels. And the angels came down and parted the Red Sea. That's what Tesla said. He said it's a radio transmitting device to talk to the angels. Plain and simple.
Wow.
It's not an idol, it's not a god, it's a transmitting antenna.
Wow.
And it uses your intent.
Wow. Very powerful stuff, and these are definitely the tools that people all over the world can use to help bring in this energy and stuff that we talk about. I mean, honestly, sitting right here, I could sort of feel it in my third eye and my face. Even being close to it, I feel like the tingling
Even
sensation.
off of the single arcs, there's stored tension energy inside. It takes enormous force to bend titanium, and it has to be heated, and sand has to be put in it. Otherwise, it cracks. It's the hardest metal on the earth.
Wow.
And it's indestructible. It melts at like 5,000 degrees.
And where can people find out more information about the Arcatron and your work?
Right. I have my main website is powerofpyramids.com. That's pyramids with an S. Powerofpyramids.com. My other website is pyramidplanet.com. Pyramidplanet.com. My email is nickedwards@earthlink.net. That's Edwards with an S. nickedwards@earthlink.net.
Well, excellent. Thank you, Nick, for coming out and sharing this amazing technology and all the work you're doing. Thank you for that, but spreading this awareness.
Did you see the birds just coming?
Yes, I did. Right there. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. That's a sign that our energy is good.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for coming out to Synthesis.
Janet next to me. She's on the website. She's my model and assistant. And do you have anything to say?
No, I'm just still amazed at the energy that the pyramid has.
She's Mayan.
Excellent.
She was born in this area.
Excellent. Well, if she, the Mayan, says that she feels happy and can feel the energy, then that's something big, because we are in Maya land in Yucatan, December 22nd, 2012, at Synthesis 2012. Right. Thank you guys both for coming out. Thank you. Excellent.
Familia, preciosos. Mira que pasa aquí, que las estrellas del cielo están con nosotros. We are in the midst of the beautiful stars of heaven, which are the shining beloveds of service, of awakening, of the transformation that are here to deliver it. So we have the Thrive movie showing in this room between the two buildings here. And here's Foster Gamble to announce they're having their movie and workshop right after that.
For any of you who haven't seen the Thrive movie and would like to, it's just about to start in the room, the dining room right back behind here. And then at 2 o'clock we'll be doing an hour-long workshop on Thrive-based solutions. So if you're like me, you probably wish you had mastered the double so that you could be here to listen to Don Miguel and do that at the same time. Anyway, we invite you if you'd like to come and join us. Otherwise, enjoy Don Miguel.
Thank you, Mr. Gamble. Yes, the solutionary, the visionaries, the ones who are really setting in motion plans for all of us that we can work in together and collaborate to bring in this new culture. Well, precious, dear divine friends, far and wide, global wide, Don Miguel is back, Don Miguel Ruiz, to share with us a little more of the love, the teachings, the presence, the legacy that has been left. The writer of the Four Agreements and the Mastery of Love is here with us. Please, in your full presence, consciousness, and bienvenido, welcome. Give a big welcome to Don Miguel Ruiz, our precious beloved Bodhisattva of the service to the One.
Hello, everybody. Can you come closer, please? All of you. As close as you can, please. Okay. Just like this. But can you sit? Please get very, very comfortable as you can. And close your eyes, please. And let's focus our attention in our heart. Let's go deep inside ourselves. Just use your ears. And hear life. It's all around you and it's inside you. Perhaps you can make it shorter. But as soon as the thought ends, use all your power to stay in that place in between thoughts. And if a new thought begins, it's okay. Follow the thought again and stop in that place in between thoughts. This is the place where thoughts begin. In that place, you find your inner peace. There's so many different techniques that you can use to reach that point. Like different kind of breathing, yoga, even chanting, mantras, meditation. But the whole point is to find that place in between thoughts. We practice that place in between thoughts, keep growing and growing, and you're thinking less and less. Practice makes the master. That place in between thoughts is what you really are. This is the real you. As soon as you're thinking, it's no longer you, but it's your creation. It's what you're creating. It's how you create your dreams, your story. But the beginning is that place in between thoughts. When you was born, you had no knowledge. You was always there. It was pure divinity, pure love, pure joy. With your thoughts, with your knowledge, with your story, is how all the drama begins. This is neither good or bad or right or wrong, but I'm showing you the place of your authenticity, the place of your integrity. Today is the second day of the new Mayan calendar, but it's also December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. The time we all gather together with all our love and our hearts, and we celebrate the birth of the Savior. And I'm not talking really about Jesus the Christ. I'm talking about you, your birth, because you are your own Savior. You are the one who can save you from all those lies, from all that superstition, for your own fanaticism. You are the Savior. Then we celebrate your birth. We do it the 25th Christmas, the birth of the Christ, who represents the birth of every single human. For the entire humanity, in all the past times and all the future times, just the celebration of the birth, a new human arising, is wonderful. Christmas may have a different meaning for all of us, because we celebrate the birth of the Savior. Your birth. You are the one who saved the world. Your world. The one you create. Nobody can save your world but you. You are the only one who can save the world. Today, I show you the place of your authenticity. The place where the Savior lives. The real you. It's time to wake up and celebrate every single moment of your life. Today is the most wonderful day of your life. As today is the most wonderful day of mine. Join us. Be all savers. Next year, all the Ruiz family will go all around sharing this message. You have all my love, and I hope to see you very soon. And be happy to go back home. All my love. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Wow. If we only came here even for just this, it is so precious. Don Miguel Ruiz, gracias, gracias, gracias. De todos nuestros corazones, gracias. It's funny, when I was going to welcome him to the stage, I wanted to say he is a savior, but I hesitated. I felt afraid to use that word. He used it. We're all saviors. That's the level he's living at. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, beautiful ones, we have such a lineup today. It's so packed with nectar, divine love, music. I've been watching our beloved brother Singing Bear here develop over the years. He's been devoting himself to this path, his unique flowering of music, his rhythms and lyrics and passion and power. So yes, we're getting him ready to share with you now. We're just segueing through. Amazing. It's like a lotus field. The lotuses are opening of our love and joy and truth, the authentic presence. And each of us is a star in this wonderful heaven that we're here sharing together. So yes, please welcome our divine brother in a few minutes as he's getting ready, Singing Bear.
Not that high. You have another mic?
Say, how far do these stars go? How will we know if we ever reach the end? And how far does my mind go? Is it limitless expansion? Well, it's a long way to the bottom and it's a long way to the top. We're gonna keep on reaching till we reveal everything we've got. Yes, it's a long way to the bottom and it's a long way to the top. We're gonna keep on reaching on. It goes on and on and on and on and on. On and on and on. We say yes if you insist, 'cause how can I resist to explore your sweetness and expand my consciousness? And I'm gonna expand my consciousness, gonna expand our consciousness, gonna expand our consciousness, gonna expand our consciousness, gonna expand, and I am limitless. You are limitless. We are limitless. We go on and on and on. On and on and on. Go on and on and on. Moving through everything you do, everything you say, a part of energy, a little part of the big one, all part of one. And it's limitless in fun, limitless under the sun. Your guidance will guide you to the one. Every time you know your love transcends old and past, it will depend on you. Can you see it? Can you see it? The center of the universe is within me. Say, how far do these stars go? How will we know if we ever reach the end? And how far does my mind go? Is it limitless expansion? it's a long way to the bottom, and it's a long way to the top. We're gonna keep on reaching to reveal everything we've got. 'Cause it's a long way to the bottom, and it's a long way to the top. We're gonna keep on reaching on and go on and on and on and on and on. On and on and on. On and on and on. How far do these stars go? How far do these stars go? How far does my love go? Is it limitless expansion? We say yes. I had a dream, and you were all in it, and we were sitting out in the field in Mexico. We went to the pyramid, walked by candle, and we let all of our dark things go. Down deep inside your core, there was a little piece of love, always living. Long time ago, we let our heart transcend to the sky. Let it go, let it go, let it go, to fly. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. People, you know how you can hear.
Just turn this up and down.
And then down to you. Said some beautiful words, and I felt my heart soar. Now I saw my dream come to reality. You marching in, dancing in the sun. We let our dreams float up to the heavens. Now everything is coming through, coming through, coming through, coming through. Oh, 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 oh. All you people, beautiful people, now you are the new one. And you had the dream, you had the same dream as me. You saw this reality unfolding for your eyes. I'm your dream, I'm not fiction. No, I'm part of your truth. This is truth in my eyes. I see it, you felt it, I know it's true, and it's a new age. Second day and we're together and we pray for a new age of peace, a new age of joy, a new age of self-realization in every direction. All the time, all the people say, oh, you You were with me, we were sitting in a field in Mexico. Yeah. Thank you for all being in my dream. Yes. Yeah, please. What they call it, Miss Chocolate Face. Oh, Chuck. Oh, some Chuck. Oh yeah. In a dream was a mythical scene to get the right insights to perform a team without the word to address what it means to be blessed. I felt like crap trapped inside a system of stress. And the only way out is to let go of doubt and release from the fears of going without. Making go is the only way to receive, and accepting the truth is the way to believe. Now a dream came to me in one day of youth that if I ever told a lie, I'd never learn the truth. And the truth is the key to set us all free. But the truth can be different for you than for me. As I struggle to find understanding the mind, I watch your laws entwine. I felt my mind unwind, and I will not relax and let myself be a slave with my rage in the cage, day freedom on the grave. Only way out, let go without, and release from the fears of going without. Letting go is the only way to receive, and accepting the truth is the way to believe. Say yes. Yes, cause we're all blessed. Say yes, we're all blessed. Yeah, we believe that we're all blessed. You and me, we are blessed. Mexico, we are blessed. The Mayans are blessed. On this day, we are all blessed. So we say yes. Yes. Say yes. Yeah! Say yes! Say yeah! Oh yeah! Say yes to dreams and yes to fools. We say yes to streams and yes to schools. We say yes to study in the ancient way and to learn what the old Mayans say. And say yes to stars, yes to fun, yes to stars on a vegetable oil, yes to seeds and medicinal herbs. I say yes to fruit trees in the suburbs. I say yes to religion of all creed. I say yes to a timepiece of all speed. I say yes to a true society. To a true society. With commitment to feel each person. I say yes to the earth that grew us all. Blessed all plants and animals. Yes to the dream, yes to this song. To yes that we keep singing all night long. We're so blessed. We say yes. we're so blessed. So we say yes, keep singing this. And now I learned something about the truth. I said, now I learned something about the truth. You know about the truth, and now I learned something about the truth. We cannot force the flowers to provide the fruit. We cannot. We cannot defeat our mind with rhythm and time. In the rhythm of the line, in the rhythm of the moment, divine. You cannot. And now I learned something about the truth. You cannot force the flowers to create the fruit. We cannot hard time with the meter and rhyme. We cannot live the truth that we cannot define. It's in the fabric of the plan from original man given to everyone. Ever been forgotten in the wind. It's coming up again. Spirit guides into miracles happening. Within miracles are happening. Within miracles are happening. Miracles are happening. We believe that we're all blessed. Do you believe? Do you believe that we're all blessed? Do you believe? Do you believe that we're all blessed? Sing with me, I believe. Yeah, I believe. Oh, blessed. Say yes. Yes, I believe. That we're all blessed. Say, I believe. I dream you, I see you. Welcome to the first Sunday afternoon of the next galactic cycle. Somebody figured it out, and they made up the rules, and they put you to school, and told you what was cool, beyond a shadow of doubt. They convinced my brain about the truth, and all these logical things, and they built these walls, and engineered these laws, to confine the light I give us for. And now I'm looking for the door, and I keep looking for the key. But the more I look, the more it becomes a mystery. I'm not gonna figure this out by thinking too hard, using my brain instead of my heart. Just how relax into it, all the spirit will through it, spirit will through it. Just relax into it, just how relax into it, and the spirit will through it, the spirit will through it. Spirit go away, no, 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 exactly which way to go. There's no map to my heart, installed the miles in my head. I said the mantra all night, I tried to say it just right, and I keep looking for the light, still I don't see it anywhere. I'm still looking for the door, still I'm looking for the key, but the more I look, the more it becomes a mystery. Not gonna figure this out. Smile, relax into it. Spirit come through it. Relax into it. Relax into it. Oh, the spirit go through it. The spirit go through it. Spirit go away, go. 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 Spirit always knows exactly which way to go. On the other side, pass on through the door. I will see you there. Are you brave enough to go to the other side? I will see you there, my friend. See you there, my friend. See you there. Looking for the door, still I'm looking for the key. The more I look, the more it becomes a mystery. Embrace the 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 We don't know if it was feedback or if it was alien activity.
I think it was aliens.
I think it was aliens in the microphones. I think there's little aliens living in the microphones. There could be like lots of little miniature aliens all around. We just don't see them. Did anybody see the lights shining across the sky Thursday night? You guys saw that? Wow. Maybe that's what's in my microphone right now. We were born the moment of creation. 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 Yes, we have infinite memory. Every rock, every river, every tree, every creature on land and in sea. I know them so intermagnetic. We're all growing on that same tree. We're all fruits on that same vine. We're all growing on that same tree. We're all fruits on that same vine. You're all me frutas. More. The moment of creation. We are more. The moment of creation. Reach back to the moment of creation. Reach back to the moment of creation. We're all one relation. Oh, one relation. Reach back to the moment of creation. We'll take you back to the number one vibration. Reach back to the moment of creation. We'll take you back to the higher vibration. Reach back to the reach back. So lonely, so numb, for all the passion and I'm fighting. No more passion and I'm fighting. It's a natural mystic going through the air. It's a natural mystic blowing through the air. It's a natural mystic. You're the natural mystic blowing through the air. It's blowing through the air. Oh, 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 blowing. Swinging on the same tree. Fruits on the same vine. moment of creation. Reach back to the moment of creation. All one needed.
All right, we're here with Synthesis 2012, the End of the World celebration in Chichen Itza, Mexico. Stay tuned for more exciting stuff. We have performances, we have views of the incredible pyramids and structures here, and in partnership with Synthesis 2012, TV, PBN, and Reality Check TV, we're bringing you the winter solstice, the end of the Mayan calendar, and who knows, maybe the end of the world as we know it. Stay tuned.
Lobo blanco.
Una petaca, es que metieron una petaca.
Te quedaste atrás.
Mujer de agua.
Mujer de agua. Vientos, elementos, adelante. Vamos a llegar al templo de Cuculcán, Quetzalcóatl. Vamos a hacer una reverencia a los cuatro rumbos. La columna de la derecha caminará hacia la izquierda y la columna de nuestros abuelos, pero sobre todo con la armonía del nuevo sol, que con nuestro rostro y corazón habremos de hacer brillar. Chicago, ¿qué más?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to speak English, so I can ask.
Lo más importante es dejar todo lo que vivimos en esta tierra, no dejamos
Acompáñenme a esta línea, por favor. Ya, güey, esta columna. Una línea. Aquí ayúdenos a hacer una línea, por favor, hermanos.
Ponen más atrás, por favor, de la cámara. Más atrás, por favor.
Señor, esta fuerza del trabajo que hicieron nuestros ancestros, le pido que derrame esta energía de mañana y el sol que va por siempre en esta era que nos acaba. Pero mañana tenemos una nueva era, una nueva vida. Y esa vida que nos derrame buenos pensamientos, que nos acabe los odios, que nos acabe las envidias, las malas justicias, que en los corazones reine la paz, para que este pueblo de México y todo el mundo entero llene de paz y de felicidad todos nuestros hermanos que nos visitan en este momento y nosotros aquí en la tierra del Miami. Bienvenidos, hermanos de toda la tierra.